Hi guys, sometimes people criticise me for calling the Tories heartless, but unfortunately they continue to prove me right. This cost of living crisis is driving able-bodied people to more and more desperate measures to survive, but spare a thought for the disabled who need to rely on the DWP for support and need to run expensive life-maintaining equipment. It's one thing to switch off your heating and then go to a warm bank. Many disabled people don't have that option, if you even call it an option. Kay Burley of Sky News had Chloe Smith, the Minister for Disabled People, on, and the journalist gave her a harrowing example of one disabled man. The response from the Minister was shocking.
The news we're talking about this morning is really important, actually, to support disabled people, and it comes on top of the whole package that the government has put in place to support people on the cost of living. So actually, in totality, what we're looking at is the 8 million most vulnerable households in the country receiving at least £1,200. So all in all, I hope this is of serious help to people in the face of rising pressures, which of course the government acknowledges.
How far do you expect this £150 to go?
Well, it will make a contribution, of course, and it comes on top of, as I say, the other support.
£150. 150 friggin' pounds. I've said this before. Disabled people are suffering the cost of living crisis much more than other people because they have to run expensive equipment in some cases. Many disabled people can't move out of their homes, so they have to keep warm. And in that case, they can't move around, they have to spend more on heating. Otherwise, they end up getting chronic problems and ultimately dying. This is the consequence. £150. What are people supposed to do with that? It's not even a drop in the bucket.
As well. So, for example, £400 to all households on energy bills. So in the context of the kinds of costs that disabled people face, this, I hope, will make a real contribution to what people are facing.
The reason I'm asking you, Minister, is because we have spoken to a young man, a disabled man, who doesn't want to give his name for obvious reasons. We spoke to him a week ago. He said he doesn't, I'm quoting him, does not expect to be alive this spring because of the scary cost of energy bills.
Well, obviously, I'm very sorry to hear him say that, and that's a very concerning thing for somebody to say. In that context, I would certainly hope that all of the staff at job centres and in other parts of...
Job centres. Friggin' job centres. Just think about that for a moment. She was told a story of a man who claims he will not be alive next spring, and her response is, go to a job centre. A friggin' job, and I said this before, the response to every problem, the Tories' response to every problem is get a job. Or you already have a job, well, get a better job. Or you already have a job and you can't get a better job, well, get another job. You know, maybe you can do something in the evening, maybe you can do something in the middle of the night. This is the response, always the same response, get a job. A normal person would respond to this by saying, this is terrible. We need to do something about it. No, always, well, you need to do something about it. Go to the job centre. Now, of course, if you go to the job centre, unfortunately, they're not going to really help you in most cases. You will find staff who will try to help you. But in most cases, these job centres have been outsourced to private companies whose goal is to get people off benefits and into jobs. I'm disabled, I can't move around. Well, maybe we can find you some job to do. If people want real help, they need to go to the Citizens Advice Bureau, because they'll actually give them proper advice. The job centre will just try and get you a job. Somebody who can't pay their bills and saying that they would probably not be alive this time next year. The response from the Tories is, well, get a job.
The welfare system are there to support him as they should be. And of course, what a person may well be eligible for by means of this payment links to other benefits that they would already be getting. So, for example, personal independence payment or employment and support allowance. So,
once again, employment, about looking for a job. Somebody can't pay their frigging bills and you're saying, well, go and get a job. Or maybe there's some sort of benefit to help you find a job. Now, once again, are these people heartless? Yes, they frigging are heartless. Not just from what you hear them say, but how they frigging vote as well. This is Chloe Smith, voting record on welfare and benefits. And you can see here, consistently voted against higher benefits over long periods for those unable to work due to illness or disability. Always voted for a reduction in spending on welfare benefits. And now she's the Minister for Disabled People, Work and Health. And when she's given an example of somebody who says, I'll probably not be here this time next year or this time next spring, her response is, go to the job centre. These people, they need to be voted out of office, guys. They're completely heartless. They are completely disconnected from reality. And they just don't care. It's the Tory attitude. You have a problem, go get a job. I don't know what else to say about this. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.